Hello everybody, my name is Aaron and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Suicide Squad trailer that just came out for Comic Con but was leaked and then released to the public, to us, which was very good. Now I was sold for this movie from the first picture I saw of Jared Leto as the Joker. Granted, he wasn't the best looking Joker of them all, of the ones that we've seen previously, but when I saw it, he looked like a certain type of crazy, which we've seen with Heath Ledger, but he was more of the arsonist, which Jared Leto is more of the psychopath, which I've really wanted to see for a while. And then I was sold when they released the pic of the Suicide Squad all together. I just loved seeing them all, like, just there. They looked so amazing, especially Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn looked the best. So let's talk a little bit about the trailer. It starts off with Amanda Waller in a restaurant with a few government officials, and they are talking about the Suicide Squad and what they are and what she is doing. And then we get a look at Cara Delevingne. She's not Enchantress yet, but she is going to be. And she's in a cave exploring, and that is how she gets her powers, in that cave. And then we go back to Amanda Waller talking about the Suicide Squad. And Amanda Waller looks really, really intimidating in this film. Not in a bad way, like in a really good way. And then we see Harley Quinn in her cell doing Harley Quinn stuff. And in the background is a very haunting rendition of I Started a Joke by the Bee Gees, but played in a very scary, haunted way. And then we see El Diablo in his cell playing with with matches. And if you didn't know, he is a pyrokinesis, which means he can control fire with his mind. And I'm really curious to see him, in action. And then in the next shot, it's Will Smith punching a punching bag. And then Harley saying to Waller, "Are you the devil?" Like she's actually believed that Amanda Waller is the devil. And then we see some masked gunmen who I think are Joker's team. Then we see someone putting Dr. Harleen Quinzel on a surgical table before she was Harley Quinn. And I think this all takes place in Arkham Asylum, because there's pills on the walls, there's surgical beds, there's barbed wire type stuff on the windows. And then we see Enchantress in a black pool with the pagan symbol above her, and she looks really distressed. We also see Joel Kinnaman's Rick Flag, who has no lines in the trailer, which makes me believe that his role isn't going to be as prominent as it probably would have been if Tom Hardy would have taken the role. But I think the three main people who are going to be like centered in the film is going to be Margot Robbie, Jared Leto, and Will Smith. But anyway, back to Rick Flag. He is in a room with Cara Delevingne and they are about to kiss. A lot of people think that that was Harleen Quinzel in the shot, but I think it's Enchantress. And then we see Killer Croc ready for action, looking very angry. And the way that Killer Croc looks is really, really amazing. The prosthetics on him are fantastic, and I cannot wait to see him in the final film. And then we see Harley pretending that her baseball bat is a gun when she's got the bat and she goes pew. Then a gunfight with some very interesting gunmen and their masks. There are some wearing weird costumes, like a panda costume, and one of them even has a Batman costume. And then we see the Joker walking up in what I think is Arkham Asylum. And then Harley saying "you're in so much trouble" to someone, and while she is licking her cell pole. And if you look closely, you can see on the side of her cheek it says rotten, which I love. And then we see Enchantress in her final uniform. And then we see Dr. Harleen Quinzel strapped to a surgical table, looking very distressed, while the Joker is running his hands around her face. And then we see Cortana, which looks like she's stabbing herself, but it might be something else. Harley attacking a guard in her cell. And the chase scene, which we have seen in set photos and set videos, with the Batman on top of it, and she says, "I hope you have insurance," driving in the Joker's purple really awesome car. And then we see Slipknot, who has no lines in the trailer, and a army plane crashing down onto what looks like a civilian area. And Captain Boomerang, played by Jai Courtney, saying, "You know what they say about the crazy ones?" And Harley Quinn looking up at him and going, "Huh?" And I just loved that. And then we hear Joker's haunting laugh, which actually gave me chills. Then it cuts to him, what looks like holding two brain electrifying things. He's in Arkham, so they probably have a lot of that, saying, "Oh, I'm not going to kill you." What I presume to be to Harley Quinn. And then we see the Suicide Squad team all ready for action. Then it cuts to the Joker saying, "I'm just going to hurt you really, really bad." And the way the Joker looks in the hunt, the psychotic in his eyes look fantastic, and I really, really cannot wait for this film. They are going for a really, really dark and gritty version, which I like. So that's my review for the Suicide Squad trailer. Please tell me what you thought of it down below, and please don't forget to subscribe and also like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.